What's up, guys? Welcome to Money Talk, the number one news source and the one information source for everything and anything regarding stock market, the financial world, and more specifically HCMC. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about HCMC, and we're going to be taking on a positive perspective on HCMC and explaining why this is a stock that will have a bright future. Now, I previously made a video explaining what are some things that I don't like about HCMC and why I believe it's kind of things that are holding back the stock. So in today's video, we're going to be doing the exact opposite of that video and explaining why this is a stock with a very, very bright future. Stepping aside from the whole lawsuit with Philip Morris and etc. over the IQS Cup. Okay, so we won't be mentioning the lawsuit in this video, but we will be discussing other topics as to why this is a company bound to succeed. But guys, before we get started, if you're watching this video on anything on a YouTube app, it's gonna be a button up there that says open. All right, open an app, go to app, whatever it is. I want you guys to press on that, take you directly to the YouTube app. I want to put a photo right here. Okay, and oh, look, crazy, I'm wearing the same shirt. All right, so press on that, it'll take you directly to the YouTube app on your device. It will take you out of this weird template that you're on, and it will make it more pleasing to your eye. Okay, so now that you've done that, let's get this video on HCMC started. First thing that makes me believe HCMC is a company bound to succeed in the future are its ever improving financials. So when you compare their financials, for example, their gross profit, you realize that they had a approximately $90,000 increase for the period ending in June 30th, 2020, amounting to 1.5 million compared to last period's 1.4 million. Now that is a 7% increase over 1 quarter. All right, now that's good. That's good for a company. Growth is good. Now, aside from that, when you take a look at their net losses, you realize that the net losses went from 795,000 to 685,000, which is an improvement of approximately $110,000 or a 14% for the same period last year. Okay, guys, so this is a company that is improving their financials, and they're doing better and better every single year and quarterly. Okay, so what is the next thing that makes me believe HCMC is a company that's bound to succeed? Now, here's where we get into some of more fundamentals. Well, I guess financials are also fundamentals in a way, but a little bit more fundamental if you were to put it. Well, guys, before we move on to the next reason as to why HCMC is a company with a very bright future, I need to talk to you guys about something, and that is my Patreon. Now, if you've already heard about my Patreon and you signed up because it is such great value, you're free to skip ahead. But if you've never heard about my Patreon, you're not free to skip ahead. I'm just kidding. If you are not very patient and you are in a hurry, go ahead, skip ahead and figure out what is the next reason why HCMC is doing so well or will be doing so well. But just wait, and let me explain to you what my Patreon is. So my Patreon costs $20, and with these $20 comes some amazing perks. So the first perk that you get signing up for my Patreon would be my trade alerts. Now, my trade alerts, guys, on these trade alerts, there is a 10% profit monthly guaranteed, or your money back. Okay, so what does this mean? This means if the stocks that I've called that month, by the end of that month, are not over 10% green, then I will absolutely 100% refund you your $20. Okay, so why is this great? Well, that's because if they're 10% green, at least, now I'm not aiming for 10%, I'm aiming for upwards of 40% per trade, but at least 10%. So if they're at least 10%, that means that you could make your money back with only $200 invested into my stock picks, right? Because 10% of $200 is $20. Now, if you want to make more profit, which why wouldn't you want to make more profit? Invest $400 and then you will make $40. Well, $20 because $20 would go to my Patreon, right? I mean, well, that's the best deal, right? Now, the next thing that we do on our monthly lotteries, right, which is a $50 a month lottery, 1 out of 20 chances. Now, why is this 1 out of 20 chances? That's because, guys, the $20 version of this Patreon caps off at only 20 people. Okay, so after 20 people, right now we are at 17, so 3 more spots left. Get on that right now. Okay, so 20 people for this Patreon. Now, the next step of the Patreon, if you miss out on the $20 version, is the $30 version. The $30 version is pretty much the exact same thing as the $20 version, except it's for people that kind of came later, or people that want that monthly lottery to be higher, because the $30 version, guys, the lottery is $100 and 1 out of 20 chances. Okay, So right now, however, the $30 version, guys, only has about 7 people in it, okay? And at the end of the month, I guess we'll do the $100 lottery with only those 7 people, or how many people have signed up for the $30 version. Okay, now the next thing that is part of my Patreon is the Wall Street Best Trending algorithm. Now, what is the Wall Street Best Trending algorithm? Well, the Wall Street Best Trending algorithm, guys, this is something that I decided to outsource from Stock Junkies. Now, what does Stock Junkies? Well, Stock Junkies, these guys are known for their premium alternative market data. What the hell is alternative market data? Well, alternative market data in today's modern age is basically just data. Okay, it shows how many people are interested in a stock without actually having the data of, okay, how many people are buying the stock, how many people are selling the stock, right? It's how many people are discussing the stock, how much the stock is trending online, and etc. And what did I do, guys? I went ahead and bought us the Wall Street Bets trending algorithm. What does Wall Street Bets, you may be asking? And why Wall Street Bets, Money Talk? Well, Wall Street Bets, guys, with over 10.8 million community members, is the #1 spot for all stock market discussions. All right. Now, I know a lot of people don't have Reddit. A lot of people don't know how to use Reddit, and etc. So I decided to purchase this service, and basically these guys at Stock Junkies, they charge $50 a month for this. Okay, and what they do is that they send out an email explaining what the top 3 most discussed stocks on Wall Street Bets are every single night, excluding Friday and Saturday. All right, so Sunday night, Monday to Thursday. Okay, because who cares what the stocks trending are on the weekend? All right, so with that being said, guys, they give it out to you for $50. I decided I was like, okay, why don't I pay the high premium and then distribute it to my Patreons for a whole lot cheaper? Now, if you guys only want the Wall Street Best Trending algorithm, you can get that as the basic version of my Patreon for only $8 a month. Okay, so if you don't want my stock picks, guys, the $8 a month for the Wall Street Best Trending algorithm, understanding what our other investors in another social media platform are thinking about, is very, very essential, guys. Okay, because it's just like, imagine if the trending button on StockTwits was never there, right? And you never knew what are some hot stocks that is everyone excited about, right? So check that out, guys. Absolutely worth it. 100% worth your money, or your money back guaranteed. I mean, 10% green or your money back guaranteed. What kind of deal is that? You can't even find a better deal at No Frills. All right, so check that out, guys. The link is in the comments. All right, the link is in the comments. Check that out. Now let's get talking about the next reason why HCMC is a stock bound to go to the moon, baby. Guys, the second reason as to why I believe HCMC is bound to succeed is because this is a company that is not afraid to grow into different other sectors and into different other markets, and they're not scared of growing sideways, right? So we have 2 different types of growth from companies, where they go more in depth into what they're doing, or they expand and they acquire different companies, and they acquire different, and they touch and they enter different markets, and etc. Now, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the recent expansion of HCMC into the vitamins industry, right? So I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago where HCMC came out with news of relaunching their vitamin store. Now it's important to understand, guys, the vitamin industry is, as of right now, as of 2021, is worth $140 billion, and it is expected to grow year after year at a rate of 8%, right? So this is an industry that is booming, and HCMC having a piece of this sector is very essential for their growth, and we're definitely going to see this on their balance sheets in the upcoming quarters and years. Okay. Another reason as to why the vitamins market is booming right now and will be booming in the upcoming years is because a lot of people have been now educated regarding the importance of vitamins, right? I mean, with the COVID-19 and etc., right? And understanding that how efficient and how important vitamin, I don't know why I said efficient, but how important vitamin D is for our body, for fighting against this virus and other viruses. A whole lot of more people are turned on towards vitamins, because before, a lot of people could just dismiss vitamins and be like, oh, it's just voodoo pills, they're just giving you the water pills and it's just nothing serious. And it's like, now it's like, dude, this is saving lives, right? So maybe you do need vitamin D, maybe you do need vitamin C pills, maybe you do need all these other pills, right? So that's why this is a industry that is growing, and HCMC being part of it is amazing. Now, segueing into the next point as to why HCMC is a great company to invest in, this is because of its cult following. Now, what am I talking about, guys? HCMC is one of the one of the stocks with the biggest cult followings. All right, guys. I mean, HCMC has more people in love with HCMC than I would say Tesla has people with Tesla, okay, or maybe the same amount even. All right, now what the hell am I talking about? Oh, they're Tesla super fans and etc. But guys, the HCMC, for a company on the OTC market, HCMC is the one of the biggest household names in the investing market, right? In the investing industry. And if you're doing studies in the OTC market and you haven't heard of HCMC, I mean, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so, and the cult following allows the stock to have a clear support, right? Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the support, the sentimental support, where if it gets past that point, people are going to clearly understand that I'm just going to pick up more. I love this company. I love this stock. I have high conviction in this stock. So if it drops below this certain price, I'm just going to buy more, right? I'm just going to buy more. I'm just going to lower my average. And then when the stock goes green, I'm going to have a whole lot of more profits. Now, we saw the same thing, guys. Now, one thing that I don't like about the HCMC cult following is how focused and zeroed in they are right now on the Philip Morris case. All right. Now, I have a question for you guys. Okay. I asked this question in my previous video, but however, the likes and dislikes ratio were a little bit high. Okay. And I couldn't really tell how many people liked the video because they liked the video, how many people liked the video because they were actually voting. Okay. So I'm going to take a vote right now. So smash the like button if you're going to hold HCMC stock after the Philip Morris lawsuit is done, okay, which I believe HCMC will win. And smash the thumbs down button if as soon as the HCMC lawsuit is done versus Philip Morris and HCMC wins that grant or whatever, right, the settlement, you're out of here. All right, you're packing your stuff and you're leaving. All right, I'm done with HCMC. Okay, so I want to know that from you guys. So remember, like if you're staying, thumbs down if you're leaving. Now, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. I drop HCMC videos almost on the daily, and I discuss these interesting topics. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what do you guys want me to discuss, right? Now, with that being said, it's also important to point out I am not a financial advisor. I'm what I like to refer to myself as a financial entertainer. All right, I come out here with the news, I come out here with the discussions, and I give you guys all of it from my perspective. Okay, so don't just listen to any random guy on YouTube telling you what stocks to buy. All right, unless that guy's me. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, unless you're signed up for my Patreon, because then Patreon calls are absolutely snipes. All right, guys, I mean 10% guaranteed, right? What kind of deal is that? Best deal ever. Okay, so check out the Patreon, guys. With that being said, thank you for watching. Money Talk.